So we have started with the norovirus. We'll start with the norovirus. What happens is norovirus is a non-enveloped virus. What is non-enveloped? I'll explain you. For example, this is the outer covering of a virus. This is a virus. It has a covering which is known as envelope. In case of viruses like norovirus, what happens is they are lacking this thing. So there will be a genetic material surrounded by a layer. This is not an envelope. So it is not as hard as the in cases of enveloped viruses. So this is a layer of it which is considering this genetic material, saving the genetic material from the outside. And then for breaking this, it's completely easy. It's easy to break it. So why we are breaking it? We are not breaking it actually. When virus enter into the body, human body or any of the cells, they need a receptor. But in case of non-enveloped viruses, these receptors are not essentially required. Essentially, it is not required. So apart from it, the characteristics like they have a sporadic cases and epidemic in nature. They have a size of 27 to 30 nanometer. I have already stated you that is the smallest size till now in the food viruses. This is the smallest one. Apart from it, they have a single positive sense RNA. You guys know there are two kind of a genetic material. One of them is the DNA and other one is the RNA. In case of DNA, you have a double stranded which is quite stable. In case of RNA, it is unstable. Maybe this is a basic concept, but for viruses, it is highly important that RNA should not be there. If you are occurring with any, or if you are tackling up with any of the viruses, RNA is the harsh one. You can say it's very tough to fight with these kind of viruses because these viruses have a unstability. So they find out stability with the human genetics. It's quite easy for them to just get stabilized because you guys know any of the agent or any of the circumstantial components, you need stability in the march. So if you have RNA viruses, they can easily get into the genetics of the cells of the human. Apart from it, it enters into the small intestine. By the way, I have already told you from mouth, if you are taking up the food, what will happen? You can easily consume the food, and after consumption of the food, it will enter into your stomach, and from stomach, I know the upper layer will be broken up and the intestine will receive only the genetics. So if you move further, it has a 8-week shedding time. So that means the proper time when its growth is high, it's 8 weeks. Apart from it, it shows the characters like headache will be there and low grade fever, which is common you can say common factors which you cannot be which you cannot easily state that you have got a virus attack or it's a bacterial attack. Transmission, you can if anyone is having the virus attack or he has been affected with the virus, he or she can transfer it to other person, which is the common composition of a virus by the mean of fecal, oral and vegetables. For example, if he or she is touching up the vegetables and he is affected by the virus, he will be transferring it to the other ones. The outbreak, we are talking about the outbreak. Since we are in COVID-19 situation, you guys know it's the outbreak situation for COVID-19 because it is spreading all across the world. In Europe in 2016, the outbreak of this virus was there and it has been increased to 24% from then. So from 2016 till now, it is 24% increase. So this is a big number. Second one is your rotavirus. For rotavirus, it is also a non-enveloped virus from the family that is Rhabdoviridae. With the 8 species is there. The size is 70 nm, which is quite, you can say, double the size of your norovirus. Double-stranded RNA is there. If you talk about double-stranded RNA, it's like cDNA. We are talking about the cDNA in case of double-stranded RNA. So this cDNA, what will happen if it's the RNA which is unstable, not highly unstable, but it's unstable. It affects your intestine, both small and large. Both the intestines are affected. It has the 30-day shedding time. Vomiting, diarrhea, and loose motions kinds are the common symptoms which can be seen during the virus attack. Recovery time for these things will be 2 months. If you talk about recovery time for norovirus, it's 4 months. But in case of rotavirus, it is recovery time is 2 months. So for example, you have taken the proper medication is there, you have tackled up with this situation, you will also require 2 months for recovery. Now we'll come up with the third virus. that is your hepatitis virus. Hepatitis virus have 6 family species with the Piconaria viridae. With A and B have the attacks to the food. So the source for the contamination, source for the virus attack is food. The size is 24 to 27 to 34 and 27 to 32 in case of A. So if you're talking about the virus from virus hepatitis A, its size is 27 to 32 nanometer, and in case of hepatitis virus B, E, it will have the size of 27 to 34 nanometer. Mode of transfer of disease is like you have animals. If you are taking up the non-vegetarian foods like fish is there, you have a meat consumption. So whenever you are dealing up with these kind of food products, you will be having this situation. You can face these situations like hepatitis A and B, A and E virus attack. From green vegetables, from the sewage, if you are not taking a proper hygienic effect, so you can also get this thing. So you can expect that there can be a hepatitis A or E. Apart from it, it has a 3 to 8 weeks incubation time. Incubation time, you guys know, for the growth, it needs 8 for the growth. Incubation time is referred as growth time. So it requires 3 to 8 weeks of incubation. The recovery time is 3 months. So you can classify it, if you take rotavirus, it has a 2 months of incubation time, and in case of hepatitis virus, you have a 3 months incubation time, and in case of your norovirus, you have a 4 months of incubation time. So these diseases are like that. So what is the side effects of this virus? For particular this virus causes the infection in the liver. It has the infection in the liver. This is the effect, or you can say side effect of these viruses entering into your body. The common symptoms, you guys are well aware of fever, nausea, dark colored urine. You cannot judge them that it's the bacterial effect or the virus attack. And the most important thing, from 2007 till 2017, for 10 years, 112% of increase of virus attack has been found. And this is the report by WHO also. They have also stated that this is one of the toughest virus to tackle up, because the symptoms are quite common, and apart from it, the report shows from 2007 to 2017, you have the increase in the percentage from 112